What's poppin', Conroe High? Today is Wednesday, February 24th, 2021. I'm Ian.
And I'm Deontay, and today's show we'll be talking about Tiger Woods and Eddie Murphy.
So stay tuned for today's episode of Total Recap. Tiger Woods, after being in a single-car rollover crash, has been making a good recovery from a long, extensive surgery that took place Thursday night. In part of a statement on the incident, Woods' doctors came out and said that he had multiple open fractures to his lower right leg, which required a rod to be placed into his tibia and screws and pins inserted into his foot and ankle. According to the statement, Woods was awake and responsive while recovering in the hospital that he was staying in. There was no evidence found suggesting that Wood was impaired while driving, which leaves the crash still a mystery. Well, Deontay, hopefully you have a brighter story than that story we just had.
Actually, Ian, I do have a brighter story, and it's about Eddie Murphy's daughter. Eddie Murphy's daughter is making her debut in the new film, Coming to America. Bella Murphy is starring along her father as one of Prince Akeem's daughters. The first film was recorded in 1988, which Bella wasn't born yet, but acting runs in the family for the Murphys, and luckily Bella plays Alma, one of Akeem's and Lisa's youngest daughters, and I quote, "Alma is super smart and super cool." Bella quickly fell in love with the character, and the sequel will be also streaming on Amazon Prime March 5th. The story will pick up Akeem and Zumanda and his family more than 30 years after the events of the first movie.
We will now take it to a quick commercial break.
What's up, Conroe High? If you're a car rider getting dropped off or picked up at school, you might want to pay attention to this news. Starting February 16th, the school will now evaluate you to drive through the intersection of Longmire and Wilson Road through the back and enter the student parking lot to drop off students and leave through the student parking lot exit. These changes will be new and a little bit difficult to succumb to, but it is to take precautionary measures due to the construction of the parking lot on the visitor side of the stadium.
Long time no see, Conroe High. Good morning, good people. I'm Gabe, your weather anchor for today. Today we'll have a 30% of rain showers, and the high will be 73 and the low will be 59. Tomorrow there'll be a 60% rain shower with the high of 65 and a low of 59. And Friday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 69 and a low of 61. On Saturday, there'll be a 40% chance of rain showers with a high of 75 and a low of 65. Lastly, on Sunday, we'll have a high of 76 and a low of 63 with a 30% chance of rain showers. Now, for our fun fact of the day. It took the NASA rover 7 months to get to Mars. Now, before I leave today, make sure you tune in next week for a special Real Talk that I am a special guest on. All of the special guests are students who graduated last year with me. Next up, we will have a track interview and finally an update with Dr. Smith.
We're here with track member Adrian Mejia, and we know that track season just started, so we wanted to ask him a few questions. What are you most excited about this track season?
Definitely going D1 and just going to state with my team. You know, that's a big goal of ours. Like that's dream right there. That's like everything we want to do.
What is going to be the most difficult part of this track season?
Definitely has to be COVID, because COVID did a number on us last year, our junior year, and like for other sprinters, like it did a lot, and it cut off half of our season.
It canceled your whole season?
Yeah, pretty much.
How has COVID impacted this season, though?
We just see it as another leap, I guess. Like it's something that we have to go through every day. You know, we are sanitizing and all that. You know, we just see it as a daily routine that we already got used to.
An obstacle that became a daily routine, basically?
Yeah, pretty much.
That makes sense. How long have you been in track?
I've been in track for about 7 years. Yeah, I started 5th grade whenever I was in 5th grade.
What made you want to join track, though?
I definitely had to do hurdles. Like I've been doing hurdles for 6 years, and like I fell in love with it like the first day I started. I mean, I fell a couple times, but you have to just get back up and keep going.
How has this year as a whole affected you and the track team?
We definitely got closer due to COVID, because some of us are online, some of us are like on campus, most of us are online, and we see each other like on a daily. You know, we got really closer as a team. You know, especially whenever we go to track meets, we're more, how can I say, organized and more trained to be like more as a team instead of as an individual.
That's good. Do you think that you were prepared for this season?
In some way, yes. Last season, whenever COVID hit us, we were very like distant with each other for the first couple months, and then whenever we came back, it was just grind. And I can say that I'm more physically trained. Mentally, I'm still trying to get used to it. You know, I just feel like at the end of the day, you know, we're still gonna do good as a team and as myself as an individual.
Thank you for answering these questions. Now back to you guys.
Hey, Conroe Tigers students and staff, welcome back. Hard to believe that we had a little impromptu winter break, I guess you would like to call it, a second winter break. Again, I'm so excited that most of us were able to make it back into the building on Monday. I know that last week was hard for many of us, and it was extremely hard for a lot of us. I know that it was hard to find joy in last week. That first day with all the snow was a lot of fun, but then the aftermath of all of that, not so much for many. As I reflected on my word for 2021, joy, again, hard to find joy in last week after that first day of snow, but I found joy in just seeing our community come together to help those out who really needed assistance. And I will tell you, the more pictures that I saw of our students helping others, my heart was filled with so much pride. So again, there are still some of us who are in need. If you are in need, or if you know of people who are in need, please make sure that you reach out to someone here on campus so that we can help you out and provide you with any resources that you do need. A couple of other things. Exemptions. Hopefully you all have seen the exemption policy that has been sent out. Please make sure if you are planning to exempt your final exams that you're eligible for, make sure that you follow all of those guidelines. We don't want to get to May and then you think you're going to be able to exempt, but there's something that you did not take care of or you got in trouble and you're not able to exempt. Again, that is something that you should strive for. Who wants to take final exams, right? Those of you who are going to be going to college, sad to tell you, there's no exemption policy at most colleges, but again, an opportunity here at high school that if you take care of your business, that is something that you will have the opportunity to do. While the attendance is not tied to exemptions this year, I need to tell you, your attendance is important. Your attendance in class, guys, is a direct correlation with how well you do in class. If you don't attend class, you're not going to do well in class. It is that simple. So while attendance might not be tied to the exemptions, grades are. So you do have to make a certain grade. Those of you who think that just checking in online is going to make you present, yeah, that may be the case, but guess what? You're not going to get the grade. So you're just wasting your time and everyone else's time. If you're an in-person student, you're expected to be in person. That means here and in class. Those of you who are remote students who are watching this, please make sure that you are checking into your classes and also participating with your class as much as you can. Again, construction has started, an exciting time for Conroe High School, but also a stressful time for us. Those of you who are car riders, please be sure to thank your parents for me for their patience and flexibility. So again, now we have student drop-off in the front and also in the back. Also, seniors, again, I'm pretty sure you're like, oh, here we go again. You know, one more thing for us. We've had to flip some of your parking spots. So again, I appreciate your patience and flexibility as well. Students, if you are parking on campus, you must have a parking pass. Please make sure you have taken care of that, following all of those rules and procedures and taking care of your business so that you can have a pass to park here on campus. There are only 2 locations for student parking. We have our junior parking lot, which is located across Wilson Road from Morehead Stadium. So we have juniors and seniors parking in the junior parking lot. And then we have seniors, some who are parking in the visitor parking lot of Morehead Stadium. Those are the only 2 spots that are reserved here on campus for you to park. Assistant principals will be calling students in who are parking in those other spots. And guys, if you do not have a parking pass, you are going to be subject to being towed from campus. So please take care of your business. Seniors, again, I told you I needed to have a little chat with you, so I will be sending out some information to you later on. Again, we have a lot of things coming up, awards, we have graduation, the most important thing, and then of course prom. I'm pretty sure some of you are still wondering, is there going to be a prom? So we absolutely do plan to have prom, but again, I'll get all that information together and get that sent out to you all. Again, to everyone, plenty of resources here at Conroe High School to help you out with anything that it is that you need. Again, made an announcement I think a couple of weeks ago to remind you all this time. Last year we were a couple of weeks away from going into spring break. We're right there again, but last year we didn't return from spring break. This year our hope is that we do return from spring break. But then also with that last 9 weeks there were a lot of gimme grades. There are not going to be any gimme grades. Hopefully some of you have seen that. Our failure rate is not so good right now. Again, you guys need to take care of your business. Your teachers are here willing to help you with whatever it is that you need, but again, you have to do your part, period. Again, plenty of adults here to help you. If there's anything you need, please be sure to reach out. Thanks so much, everyone. Have an amazing rest of the day and enjoy the rest of your week.
Now, let's check out everything going on here at Conroe High School.
The Leo Club is hosting a Change for Change drive for the Montgomery County Women's Shelter. Bring your spare change between February 10th through the 24th. The winning class will receive donuts and drinks. Hey students and staff, CHS will be having its first blood drive of the year. It'll be on February 25th starting at 2 p.m. and ends at 8 p.m. You must be 16 years old with a parent or guardian consent form or older, and you must weigh at least 122 pounds upon donating. Seniors, we will not be giving blood drive cords this year. Boys soccer will play at Moorhead on Friday, February 26th. They will take on the Willis Wildcats. Freshmen at 4:30, junior varsity at 5:45, varsity at 7:30. Sick'em Tigers. This week's College of the Week is Texas Southern University. TSU is a local HBCU located in Houston. It is known for its law program as well as their business program. TSU is one of the few law schools in the state of Texas. When Texas Southern University first opened its doors, it had about 2,300 students enrolled. Today, the university has more than 9,500 students from ethnically and culturally diverse backgrounds.
For Black History Month, KTIG would like to honor the Black activists that strive to make a change for future generations. Today, we are honoring Daniel Hale Williams, born on January 1856 in Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania. Hales was an African-American general surgeon.
In 1893, he performed the first documented successful heart surgery in the U.S. to repair a wound.
We hope you all have enjoyed our content this week. Before we go, we wanted to tell you about what is coming up on KTIG.
Tomorrow, we have our first game time. Make sure to tune in and see which team will face the punishment. Next week, on Monday, we'll have a real talk with graduates from the class of 2020. And on Thursday, Cooking with Culinary is back.
Well, those are all the announcements that we have for today. Don't forget to follow us on social media at KTIG News.
As always, CHS, start strong, finish strong. Make sure to tune in next Tuesday for more KTIG news.